territory. They've already made it on the bracket, or the graphics, sorry, but how far can they make in the bracket? We've got Mewtwo, we've got DDD, let's get it.
Question is, are we seeing wanted Strongpig, or are we seeing potentially regen Strongpig? Let's see, let's see.
Yeah, we are gonna see it already, and already Mewtwo not in the place where or any character wants to be against DDD, and that is on the ledge. Now, something that we mentioned when Loaf was on stream is that Mewtwo has got that option of the teleport into center stage, and Strongpig, you know, as good as DDD's ledge trap game is, you've really got to commit to one or the other. You can't really cover both effectively. And I feel like that is going to be a real mix-up that we're going to see time and time again on Strongpig's end, just to see whether Griseous decides to engage or just decides to get straight back to center stage.
If there's one thing I've noted though, is that Strongpig uses Gordo a lot less than his counterpart, Trundle.
Yes, I feel like particularly in this matchup, that weak Shadow Ball being able to send back Gordo straight away, but it doesn't really matter that forward air, that buffed forward air, I'm going to add, sending Mewtwo off the side at 100%, and oh my goodness.
Absolutely ridiculous. And now those BMBs coming out, that's 25 on the board. Can we see a Gordo? Oh, no, opting to play a bit more neutral, just like kind of hopping around at disadvantage, waiting for Griseous to potentially overextend, but Griseous not providing it. It doesn't matter because still, Griseous seems to be stuck in the corner.
Yeah, and we are seeing these dash attacks on ledge as well come out from Strongpig. DDD dash attack is active for so long, and it's such a ridiculously powerful option that you might as well go for it, because you'll eat a small punish, but in the same vein, you will get the kill at 40%. You will get the kill at 40% with it.
Absolutely. Strangely enough, the platform interrupting Shadow Ball there, that's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, that's very... This game always surprises me with its interactions sometimes. I feel like I've seen it all, and then the game will be like, oh, but how about this? And it's like, oh, wait, hang on, Ultimate's still weird. The program is taking a long lunch break, let me tell you.
Absolutely, but now, again, we're stuck. We're in that situation. What are you going to commit to? You can't get up attack, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I was going to say the armor on the swing of the Jet Hammer is going to spell the end of Regis' second stock. And maybe that slight hint of matchman experience is coming in there. It's so easy to just think, oh, he's charging a move, I'll get up attack. And speaking of charging moves and trying to get up into them, a lovely down smash there. Ooh, but there we go. Using the inhale to his advantage and just sailing in with that back air, sending DDD once again off stage.
Absolutely. Again, confusion interfair is going to be one of Mewtwo's strongest skill confirms, but on a character like DDD, that's not killing to like 142, apparently.
Yeah, this is the thing. DDD is one of, if not the hardest characters to kill with a partially charged Shadow Ball. Is finally going to take it, but again, 150% it's taking to get these stocks. There's so much life left in Strongpig in Game 1.
Absolutely, that's not a good omen, especially if you're playing a character as light as Mewtwo, because all it will take is Strongpig to win neutral potentially once or twice, 0 kill percent, and he's potentially 5 neutral wins away from kill percent.
Yeah, we are seeing trying to get the extension of that inhale. The short hop going over the partially charged Shadow Ball, but the inhale going the wrong way. Griseous just getting a little bit more stage control, trying to get something started here. Once again, DDD stuck in disadvantage here, but Griseous electing not to overextend. Just go back, charge that Shadow Ball, reset neutral. When you're winning neutral as many times as Griseous is, it's definitely the right option.
Absolutely. Although right now it seems Strongpig seems to be struggling when he uses those inhales to disadvantage, potentially trying to secure almost expertly timed, but narrowly missing it by potentially a frame or two. That definitely would have sealed the game.
I felt Griseous' life flash before my eyes. I don't even know all the things of his life, but I saw it all right before my eyes as that hammer swung straight down. Thankfully, managing to keep himself alive here, but this is where things get really scary. Just firing that Gordo back and before they're out of shield, DDD is a big boy. That short hop is going to hit.
The neutral get up into the Shadow Ball. You can't be doing that. Your better option is potentially to, I'm not sure if it's ledge hang.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what your answer is, honestly, but potentially anything but neutral get up.
Yeah.
Is the better option.
Yeah, it's so tricky in that situation. When you're at that higher percent, you don't really want to... Every option feels absolutely terrifying. You know, short hop fair is going to cover that jump up. You know, rolling on is always such a terrifying prospect. But the neutral get up, that Shadow Ball perfectly covering it in that situation. But that was a damn close game, and I feel like Strongpig has got a lot more to show in this set at the moment.
Absolutely. All it would take would be some fine-tuning and disadvantage for Strongpig, and he'd be in a very strong position to potentially do much better in the second game.
Yeah, and we are going to see it already. Griseous just happy to start charging that Shadow Ball, letting those little ones loose, knowing that if there are any Gordos in neutral, they will be sent straight back. And a lovely reflection there of the Gordo, and this is where it gets really scary. Griseous. And that's the thing, when we were saying earlier on a little bit about how Griseous doesn't elect to extend on advantage state, we saw it there where he tried that little overextension and did take not too much damage, but enough where I think it would put him off trying to extend again.
Absolutely. Now we're seeing just a bit more of a reserve neutral from both players. Strongpig opting to, that shield damage is ridiculous. I think Griseous is going to opt for that charge Shadow Ball, potentially just a little bit less, because otherwise it'll result in a shield break, or potentially a shield poke.
Yeah, this is where things can get really, really scary here. Griseous electing to try and close the gap. It's such a delicate game to play, and unfortunately the Gordo is going to trade with the Jet Hammer, allowing Griseous to get back onto the stage relatively unharmed, just throwing him, saying, "Get the hell off my stage, DDD."
Yet again, that reflected Gordo not going to do dividends exactly for Strongpig. Although, yeah, just like that, he potentially might need to play just a little bit more reserved with that projectile, because right now Griseous is scouting out every single one.
Yeah, I feel like Strongpig was trying to get back onto stage pretty quickly and just air dodge into that reflected Gordo. So unfortunate, because could have got a ledge trap started, but unfortunately didn't have the time. And that trade there, really not going to be worth it for Strongpig. Griseous with a really, really delicate lead here.
Strongpig now seems to be playing just a bit more recklessly, going for those up smashes, going for those raw, like so close, laggy options, and right now it seems to be just a little bit ruffled. We'll see if he can bring it back and play just a bit more patient.
Yeah, this is where things can get really scary. Again, Griseous being a very, very defensive player, he's more than happy to just get these little moments, these little nickels and dimes, you know, these odd 15, 20% little pieces to get that percent. So he's happy to draw out a match as long as it needs to take in order to just get the kill. But the hammer swing there of the side B actually going to take the stop. And as you've mentioned before, DDD, very light boy. No, you two very light boy. Ignore me, ignore me.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, frankly, right now, DDD is certainly a light boy at 129%. One more neutral win and your stock is gone. You're at 155. What's your option? You two by ledge? Okay, no ledge hang. Expertly timing it so he didn't get tagged by that down smash. But right now, don't rely on Gordo to get back on stage consistently. You need to mix it up every time, and
that's the thing, when you've got those flashing hands showing that the Shadow Ball is ready, the fact that Griseous can just, you know, full hop over and even like the sour spot down air, killing in that situation there. I feel like Griseous has got a really good handle of when Strongpig is going to want to go for these inhales, and has got a perfect punish each and every single time.
Absolutely, that fine-tuning, that just those small adjustments seems to be what's turning the set in Griseous' favor by quite a notable amount.
Yeah, and we can see just reflecting that small Shadow Ball, not getting much of it, and those small Shadow Balls again just proving to be really detrimental to those Gordos and to Strongpig's general game plan here, managing to get another inhale and not quite managing to get that grab. The 1 second timer is there for a reason.
Absolutely. Now you can't rely on Gordos, which is arguably one of DDD's, if not his most valuable neutral tool. So what do? How do you approach with a potentially just a laggy, heavy swording?
Oh my god, and just again, it just feels like each and every time Strongpig inhales something, it's actually just detrimental to him. Every single time, there's just been a perfect punish from Griseous available. Not quite getting the full, there's that half charge on Shadow Ball, which does a lot more knockback. And I feel like Griseous just about missed that there. Again, just these inhales. I understand why Strongpig is going for them, but it feels like there is just no option there. When you've got that one decent mix-up on your landing, and your opponent has proven that they can punish it every single time on reaction, what do you do to land?
Absolutely, and Strongpig's, again, most of his options seem to be getting scouted out the moment he throws them out. You know, the Gordos, the inhales. That's already two of DDD's strongest tools gone.
Yep. It's so hard, and that is the thing, you know, those Gordo ledge traps that DDD is so renowned for, and the inhale, which is a really good command grab that just allows those mix-ups. Like, that's two of DDD's most unique tools just
Disconnect from Pro
gone, just
controllers.
gone. And now you're just playing a really bad Swordy that can live a while. And it's not the one. It's not the one.
Opting for Pac-Land.
Yo, now we got some real stages. Unfortunate.
The solid gamer not disconnecting their Pro controllers.
Shameful.
It's 2022.
It
Your
is.
Pro controllers.
Yeah, please. For all of you at home, please make sure that you disconnect your Pro controllers. It makes the TO's lives a lot easier and it doesn't interrupt the flow of the set. But it's fine. We're all here. We're all having a good time. At least it was between games and not anything worse.
Absolutely. I think now, in this particular situation, if you're Strongpig, you want to opt for a smaller stage because obviously you can't throw out those inhales, you can't throw out those Gordos, but at the very least, you might be able to box with them if you have a smaller stage to play around.
I've seen the character switch though. Now, I did see this in a couple of friendlies earlier on. I think against you, good sir.
Of course, yeah.
In you, good sir. We have seen the Incineroar come on out. I'll be real, this is one of my favorite characters to commentate. I adore this character. He's a little violent goofball and I love him. He's great.
Revenge is one of the most terrifying mechanics in Ultimate
Yes.
because all it takes is one absorb and you're taking 50% of one neutral win.
Yeah, and of course, Incineroar, another character in the UK which has very little representation. Of course, if you're watching Afro Smash, we do love you. Hope your retirement's going well. But beyond that, we haven't seen, we've got Hen up there in the north, but beyond that, there aren't too many prominent Incineroars. And it is one of those matchups where if you're not used to it, there are definitely some jarring features. As you mentioned, that Revenge, frame 3 it comes out. And the fact that it can stack makes things so terrifying. Oh my goodness, we've been practicing this. We've got up airs into up airs into up airs here. Ooh.
And Darkest Lari are going to be one of the best burst options for the character as well. See if Strongpig bursts out to catch out one of those teleporters on the stage.
And the thing is with using Revenge, it's very similar to Inhale in that it does make people double, question, can I throw out this hitbox here? Oh no. Oh no.
You're
Oh
definitely
no.
dead. Yeah, for a down smash absorbed, you are going to the blast zone at 53. You're taking a first class special delivery.
Bro, I love this character. I love this character so much. Most of the aspects of the game seem really fine-tuned. And somebody was like, yo, that side B, is it like 80%? And the designers were like, right, let it do 80%. But despite that ridiculously early stock, Strongpig has had that stock taken, and now it is 2-2 apiece between these players.
Right now, the Incineroar looking like the much safer pick against Griseous because, again, he didn't have... Because in that last game, he was struggling to use most of his neutral tools, but now he's just a boxer. He can compete up close with a character like Mewtwo.
Yeah, and just using that landing Revenge there. I think the fact that Griseous has been doing a lot of Shadow Balls just to cover landings, it is going to make Griseous think once or twice about throwing out those Shadow Balls just to cover options, because you could end up inadvertently powering up your opponent.
Absolutely. All it would take would be 2 or even 3 Revenges, and Griseous at 55, that's kill percent.
As we saw last time, no Revenge on this one, but he's still going to take 25% there. The side B just straight up not working, trying to get that down throw into the back air, and a pretty fun down smash rather. Forward smash, what am I saying? But we are going to see Incineroar stuck at the ledge. Another Revenge there. Griseous not quite committing to a hard punish. Oh, and trying to jump over the rapid jab, but didn't get anything for it.
Potentially, it would have been better to just maybe even dash back and reset neutral, but now he's going to be in a worse position because of it. Now, he's stuck in the corner. What do you do? Shadow Balls on deck. Yep, just like that.
What beautiful timing there from Griseous. Just catching the perfect landing from that aggressive up B onto stage, and this is where things get really scary. You're already at 45%, and you can play into Griseous's very defensive hands right now. Just happy to hang back, not approach too often. Oh my god.
Absolutely. Play it safe, and now teleport to the stage. Going to be safe because, again, Incineroar not going to have the fastest run speed, as we know. He's definitely one of the slowest characters in the game, so Griseous can mix it up, potentially doing the same option every time and, well, get away with it.
Yeah, and we can see Griseous just taking these moments here to go for these neutral airs and then just stop and wait for a defensive habit and then react on the fly. It feels like anything that Strongpig does, Griseous seems just a little step ahead of the curve.
Again, the mix-up's coming up, trying to bait out the dash to center stage so that Griseous can assume ledge control, but it doesn't matter, because now he has that stage control, and now he's in advantage. Shadow Ball is on deck. What is your option, Michael? Michael Strong.
Yeah, this is not quite the one so far, and this is the thing with Mewtwo's really high run speed. You can just react and get any kind of punish, and with a down smash there. Deep breath from both players, and a 3-0 to Griseous making their way into winners semi-finals. No, winners finals. It's winners finals. It's winners finals. He's in
Already?
winners finals. Excellent news.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Some great adaptations coming out from Griseous.